Hi there, I'm going to talk to you about adolescent egocentrism. This is when an adolescent is self-centered and self-absorbed. It's not actually as bad as it sounds. It's a really important phase for adolescents to self-reflect and respond to feedback they receive from their community. But in the early stages of learning and about something, and this happens again and again. Adolescents are learning things every day. So adolescent egocentrism isn't very short of a phase, but it will occur with different lessons that are learned during adolescence. So there is a belief that there is an imaginary audience, or that you're in the spotlight, that people know what's going on, a fear of your secrets being revealed. And this comes about from a failure to distinguish between their own concerns and those of others. There's a belief that other people are concerned about the same things they are. And again, this is part of learning. This is a step in learning that other people are not always thinking about us. But until we question and hypothesize that they are, and then get the feedback that that's not actually true, we don't know this. So again, adolescent egocentrism is not always dangerous, and education around that so that community members can be patient and supportive as an adolescent moves through this phase will actually lead to a more mature and interconnected person that's ready to be part of their community, or any community, because they have a better understanding of how they affect others and others affect them. So rites of passage are relevant here because it's a way for adolescents to reach a point of reflection and for them to continue to grow. And so I don't think there's an ideal age specifically for a rite of passage, but I do think that they're powerful catalysts for this transition from adolescent egocentrism to a more mature understanding of their place in the world. So of course there's cultural influences, local ones from our community, especially our family, our schools, our mesosystem. But also at a larger level, in the exosystem, there's the media, and media has a really significant effect on our development, especially since it means that the broader populations are getting more similar information. So a coping mechanism that's mentioned here is personal fables. And this is sort of the belief that nothing bad can happen to you, that you're immune to disorders and diseases. And again, this is a testing of the boundaries. This is adolescents challenging the norms and saying, not me. And although from an outside perspective or as a parent, this can be really frustrating, it's also important to realize that this is a child turning into an adult. That's what adolescence is about. So they're challenging their boundaries. They're making their own decisions. And again, again and again, but I really think it's important that we know that communities have a huge role in supporting an adolescent moving through this phase. And so I have one quick example for a personal fable, and that is that adolescents often believe that they are not going to get an STD or they're not going to get pregnant. And the more a community educates around this and families talk about it, the more these adolescents can learn directly from their community members. Because this personal fable that they're not going to get an STD or they're not going to get pregnant can have huge effects on their community. So we don't want every single adolescent to learn this hands-on. It's better if they can learn from their community. I hope you enjoyed learning about adolescent egocentrism. Let me know if you have any questions. I have more notes and maybe I can answer your questions, but I wanted to keep it short. Have a good day.